What's going on, horror fans? Skidgoer here, back with another video. Thank you all for watching the other ones. This is gonna be my second part of my top 100 favorite horror films of all time. And this is gonna be video number 2, number 90 to 83, or sorry, number 90 to 82. Top 10. Let's do this. Number 1, we have 1981, My Bloody Valentine. This is a great slasher film from the 80s, kind of essential for slasher fans. The story of Harry Warden, not Henry Warden, as I said in one of those other videos, sorry. Harry Warden, wears a miner's mask, has a pickaxe, and he just hides out in the mine and this revenge in his mind, man. Has his pickaxe, he's got this breathing apparatus, and he just chops the shit out of anyone that comes near him. Kids are holding a party in the mine, and he pretty much just crashes the party, so to speak. Great film, definitely one of my favorites from the 80s. Number 89, we have the classic 1992 F.W. Murnau's Nosferatu. This is, without a doubt, one of the most important vampire films ever made. It's also one of the first. It was written against Bram Stoker's widow's orders. I mean, copyright really wasn't established in the 20s as it is today. So basically, Murnau changed the character of Dracula to Count Orlok, played by Max Schreck. And he's still one of the creepiest vampires ever, and one of my favorites of all time. That's Nosferatu. Number 89, we have the classic Wes Craven, A Nightmare on Elm Street, the original, 1984. This film made Robert Englund immortal in horror fans. Also stars Heather Langenkamp. I think I said that right. She's very beautiful. It's a heroine in the film. Great special effects. Just all around great movie. Wes Craven has passed away, which is very sad, but he left us some great horror films, and this definitely is top of the list of most horror film lovers everywhere. You know, and it should be. It's a great film, great atmosphere. Freddy scared the living shit out of me when I was a little kid. I remember the scene with, you know, in the alley. Yes, it's gone. That part, that always got me. Love it. So that's Wes Craven, Nightmare on Elm Street. Number 88, we have Herc Harvey's classic Carnival of Souls from 1962. Now this movie was very atmospheric and creepy. Carnival of the Dead, basically. This creepy motherfucker just follows this woman. Well, first of all, she's involved in a car crash on a bridge, goes into the water, and she basically escapes unscathed, you know, and weird things start happening to her that she doesn't quite realize who she is and what's going on. You know, she hears weird voices, and of course she sees the apparition of this creepy guy right here. She tries to, she's an organist, so she goes to the church and tries to play the organ, but eventually she starts being blasphemous by playing the music, so they kick her out, and then she's basically all alone. There's this guy that's interested in her too, and she doesn't really want anything to do with him either. Like, she's just a lost soul, like a lost soul wandering. And it's very like I said, it's a very atmospheric horror film, one of the best. That's Carnival of Souls by Herc Harvey. Number 87, we have Peter Fonda and Warren Oates in Race with the Devil. Race with the Devil is from 1975. One of the best satanic road pictures I think I've ever seen. It's such a great film. You feel like you're actually inside this Winnebago with the characters. All these bands of Satanists are chasing them everywhere and just putting the hex on them, and you can't really trust anyone. It's actually a very terrifying film. Like, kind of like The Thing, where you can't really trust anybody. You don't know who's who. And most town turns out to be these Satanists that are chasing them after they witness a human sacrifice while they're camping, and the Satanists just chase them. I don't think it gets enough credit, and I don't think it gets enough talk, but Race with the Devil is a great film from the 70s. Definitely one of my favorites. Where are we at? Number 86 goes to Clive Barker's Hellraiser. Hellraiser is, what more can you say about Clive Barker's Immortal Hellraiser? The Cenobites, Pinhead, of course, known to horror fans. Iconic puzzle box. Basically, if you solve the puzzle and hell is you want, hell is what you will receive. And Uncle Frank gets what he deserves. He's a scumbag, and the Cenobites come back for him. And Kirsty, played by the beautiful Ashley Lawrence, is in a race against her life and her family and trying to save her father, who is killed by Frank and Julie, his girlfriend. Or actually, no, that's his wife. His wife. Great film, atmosphere, blood and guts everywhere. This movie is gore personified. It's gonna be staple to 80s gore film. Love it. Gotta love Hellraiser. Number 85. We have Alfred Hitchcock's classic The Birds from 1963. This movie was way ahead of its time for special effects. They still even hold up to this day. Real birds. It's amazing how they made this film. It really is. I love watching the behind the scenes of this. How they had all these birds trained to attack and obey and stuff. It's absolutely amazing. The birds basically attack this small town and just create total chaos and attack this main character, Melanie, and try to get in the house and just take over everything and just kill anyone that's in their way. I mean, The Birds is a classic animal attacks movie. One of Alfred Hitchcock's best films. I actually like it more than Psycho. I know it's kind of surprising, but I love The Birds. Number 85. You know what? I don't even know what I'm up to now. Sorry. Let Sleeping Corpses Lie from 1974. Or The Living Dead at the Manchester Morgue, as it's also known as. Directed by Jorg. If I say this wrong, I'm sorry. Garu, whatever. He's a great director. This movie it puts zombies back on the map as far as being like serious. Like, pretty much, it was inspired by George A. Romero's Night of the Living Dead, just pretty much like every other zombie movie is, but it's done very well, and the characters, you actually care about them. Of course, the great Arthur Kennedy stars as this sheriff who's just a total asshole to this hippie, and pretty much blames him for everything that's happening, even though it's like radiation that's causing the mutations and causing the zombies to rise from the grave and kill people. But he's just convinced that it's this hippie and this other lady. Sex, drugs, rock and roll, all that shit. It's a good movie. I love it. Let Sleeping Corpses Lie. I got 2 more yet, so I guess I'm up to 82 now. And that goes to 1976, The Omen. Omen is a classic, every sense of the word. Gregory Peck's performance, totally top notch. You can't like The Omen. I mean, it's cannot like The Omen. It's just an amazing film. It's such an important film too for 70s horror films, and devil, you know, my child is possessed by the devil basically. Actually, Damien is just a child, and on his 5th birthday, you know, after his nanny commits suicide, pretty much all hell breaks loose, and Damien's played by I actually forgot the actor that played him offhand, but he's a very good child actor. I don't know if he ever did anything else after this. He should have, because he was a really good actor. Like I said though, Gregory Peck, just a great performance as the father of Damien, who's the devil's child, you know, and David Warner, greatest beheading with the sheer to glass ever. One of my favorite kills of all time is David Warner's head just rolling. You know, it's really good. Lee Remick, also amazing performance, as the paranoid mother of the devil's child, basically. And there are no happy endings. That's what's cool. Great film, The Omen. And the last film for this list, number 81, my top 100 favorite horror films of all time, goes to 1985's Combat Shock. Combat Shock is definitely one of my favorite horror films of all time. There's just so much going on in this one. It's a great statement about the war and the aftermath of shell shock, and you know, our brave men and women over there fighting for our freedom come back, and you know, in some cases they're treated like shit. There's no jobs, and basically you just kind of spiral out of control and just think about what you've done over there, you know, at the war. And for the time in the 80s, this movie just, you feel the sleaze of New York City. I mean, everyone looking for work. The main character has this this son that kind of looks like an Eraserhead type baby. Really cool. Just really disturbing, really depressing. This movie really depresses you and makes you think about the state of the world at that time. And like I said, you know, it's still going on today. It's a great edition. I mean, it's got so much bonus stuff on this. Highly recommend checking out Combat Shock if you've never seen it. Definitely one of my favorite horror films of all time. Definitely. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say. The oven scene with the baby is just, oh wow, that really gets to you. When he kills his wife, you know, shoots his wife and then shoots himself. Basically just drugs, the effects of drugs. His friends are all on heroin, you know, they're all homeless people. I don't even think they're his friends, they're his people he knows and passes by when he's looking for work. It's just really dirty, gritty film, honestly. Combat Shock, one of the best. Check it out. So there you go, guys. Those are my